Hey everybody, it's Wayne. Let's get you a portfolio update. And can you believe it? We are officially at the halfway point of 2023. Let's go ahead and give you guys a quick update. I've actually pushed out quite a few videos just this past weekend, so we'll make this as short and sweet as we possibly can. Kicking things off in M1, currently the portfolio stands at $133,000. If we look at the last week, we are down slightly at 0.64% or $851.78. Let's go ahead and take a look at the total holdings. And for my 47 positions, my cost basis is $136,000. The current value is just over $133,000, which means I am slightly down at 2.28%. Otherwise, $3,115. Let's go back to activity. And one of the things that I talked about from last week was I rolled over some positions from Robinhood. So let's go ahead and take a look here at those positions. And we need to go back further in the week. And you'll see from Robinhood, I pushed over 100 shares of ABR, 17 shares of O, 100 shares of OARC, 103 shares of Tesla, and then 50 shares of Apple. But it wasn't until after I completed the transfer I found out that for whatever reason, M1 does not support OARC. They do not support Apple, yet they do support Tesla, which is weird because YieldMax owns all three. So what did I do? Well, I had mentioned that I was going to call M1, and truth be told, guys, I didn't. I already knew what they were going to tell me. So let's go ahead and see if we look at the trading week. And again, we'll go ahead and change this calendar view from the 22nd to the 29th. And we're going to go ahead and focus on trading only. You guys will see that I initiated a sell of my Apple position and my OARC position. Now, oddly enough, I was kind of confused as to how this would work. I honestly thought that I would only get the cost of my position as it transferred over from Robinhood, but it turns out they actually gave me the market value of what Apple and what OARC was, even though they quote unquote don't support it. So I actually made out where I actually had slight gains on both positions of Apple and OARC. Truth be told, I bought these positions. I was chasing yield. I was kind of hoping to be able to, benefit from that higher yield in my M1. So what I've done is I've initiated a limit buy order in Robinhood. And if Apple and OARC fall down to those limit order prices, then I'll go ahead and initiate another order. But in the meantime, selling off these two shares generated me about $2,600. So what did I do with that money? Well, let's go ahead and take a look here at June 1st. And not only did I have the money generated from selling off those two stocks, but I also had my daily contributions in which I do $100 Monday through Friday for a total of $500. So you'll see here, I decided to invest that $2,600 in O Realty. Anytime, in my opinion, that I can pick up shares of O Realty for under $60 a share, that's a perfect opportunity for me to average down. It is one of my favorite monthly payers, and so I was able to pick up about 45 shares. If we take a look here at my O position, if we go to portfolio, this is going to be in my long-term slice. Again, I added 45 shares, so currently I now have 266 shares, and my average cost per share is $61.96. Now, currently, O remains under that $60 threshold, so I would like to keep scooping up shares of O and hopefully get my cost basis below $60. But what I am excited about is beefing up my overall position. That obviously means I'm going to generate more dividend income on a monthly basis. Let's go ahead and take a look here at all of my positions within my long-term slice. For those of you that have been following along, you guys know 100% of all of my daily contributions and buys goes to stocks within this long-term slice. So we're not seeing much in the purchase of O, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, because these are significantly overweight compared to the other stocks. Now, AVGO has had an incredible run up this past 2 weeks, so that's not going to receive any money as well. So I can tell you right now, going forward, we're going to see purchases pretty much along the lines of Lowe's, AbbVie, P&G, Johnson & Johnson, ExxonMobil, McDonald's, Visa, Esso, Waste Management, Texas Roadhouse, and UOP. UNP. One thing I wish from a cosmetic standpoint, I wish, if there's anybody out there that agrees, throw it down in the comments. I wish that when you are looking at your sliced positions, that it would display not only the stock ticker, but the number of shares that you actually own. It drives me crazy that I have to click into each position and scroll down to look at the number of shares that I have. Now you can see that if you look at it from the holdings tab, but then when you're in the holdings tab, right, I mean, you've got all 47 positions. What if I just wanted to see the 15 that I have in that long-term slice? Let's go ahead and take a look here at the funding history. And I'm also excited about this. As you guys know, my motto is small goals, big victories. I opened up this brokerage account August of 2022. And in 2022 entirely, I contributed $6,850. So we have already surpassed that. Just 6 months into the year, I am now over $7,500. And again, I'm contributing $100 per day, 5 days a week. I would really like to boost that number up to, I don't know, $150, maybe even $200 a day. So we'll see if I can get my daily contributions up above the $100 range. You guys will have to stay tuned. Let's go ahead and go over to Robinhood now. Okay, so within Robinhood, the portfolio currently sits at $383,000 plus for the week. Let's go ahead and change this from the 1-day view to the week view. And again, we're slightly up about 1.18% or about $4,400 for the month. Things are looking very well, 3.48%. But take a look here at year to date. We are absolutely smoking. All of the major indices, I am up 20%. And that means the incredible run up that I've had year to date means that overall, I am not as down as I was at the beginning of the year. Currently, all-time loss, I am down just below 1%. That's just about $3,300. I really have to thank tech for that. As you guys know, I hold a fair amount of positions from these tech stocks, whether it's Apple. What are some other ones that I hold? Microsoft. You know what? Let's just go ahead and look at that. If we go to my investing tab, I'll show you guys here the top 5 holdings. And yes, it's Microsoft, Apple. Celsius is a drink corporation. Meta Platforms, as you guys know, is in the tech sector. And then Google is also in that top 5. So all of these stocks have seen an incredible run up. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the biggest losers. No surprise, Tesla continues to be my biggest dog. Target is just getting its teeth kicked in these last 2 weeks. I'm sure you guys have been hearing all about it. Truth be told, though, guys, I've got 14 shares. I would love to get to 200 shares, and that way I could sell 2 covered calls for those 200 shares. So be on the lookout. I might scoop up what it would be 86 shares of Target to get me to that 200 range. Traeger, again, I've talked about this in the past. There's no sense beating a dead horse, but this is the real dog here amongst this top 5 biggest losers. I have no optimism whatsoever. CVS is not looking too good. Southwest Airlines is one that I would love to get rid of. I think I talked about this a few months ago. I'm actively selling covered calls and then obviously receiving dividends since they reenacted their dividends. So I would love to break even on this overall position and then just sell out of this position entirely. I think it's going to take quite some time to get there. So giving you guys a quick look at dividends received in my M1 portfolio. June has started pretty strong with 2 dividend payments in M1. Visa paid me out $1.93. Kroger paid me out $26. Let's go ahead and see how many dividends were paid out in my Robinhood brokerage. And things kicked off on June 1st with Ford paying me out $15. Wells Fargo, $30.49. UPS, $105.71. Now, UPS is one of the few stocks in my Robinhood brokerage in which I actually reinvest the dividends in the stock itself. All of the other dividends just go into my brokerage account, with the exception of UPS, Costco, and Aflac. ConocoPhillips paid me out $1.13. Aflac, another stock in which those dividends get reinvested in the stock itself, paid me out $5.24. And it looks like, guys, there are some great dividend payments on the horizon within Robinhood So if we give a tally to how much we've earned so far in the month of June, we are at $185.50. I think this number is going to get very close to $2,000 and may even overtake March's total haul of $1,990. So you guys will have to remain tuned in. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. We'll see you on the next one.